Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video, we have got the review of the match between the Blues and Crusaders that just took place. We're looking very official for this live stream. We both dressed up very nice. I don't have a tie, unfortunately. I couldn't find mine. Feel embarrassed about it. And yeah, you're just out there with your tie and the headset.
Do you want me to take
looking
mine
very
off?
dapper. No, you can leave it on. It's all right.
You got the obligatory.
Oh, the high five. I never get it right. There we go. Right. Thank you all very much for tuning into this post-match review of the match between the Crusaders and the Blues. Sup G says Mike Jones Sr. as well. And then we have also got Johnny Blaze in the chat. Damn Crusaders too good, eh? And then we have also got Josh in the chat has said Sup G and Johnny Blaze. Now, these look at these two smart looking chaps for this one. But yeah, what a match, eh?
Yeah, it was a bit of a battle. Well, I mean, the Crusaders had it the whole time, but
oh, really?
maybe not.
I mean,
like 5 or 10 minutes.
Tell you what, though, Hoskins Satutu's try down the wing. Did you think at that point the Blues were back in this?
Yeah, a little bit. And I was kind of like hoping there'd be a bit of a last-minute battle.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, couple kind of not smart thinking moves from the Blues at the end that possibly cost them it a little bit. But, you know, they had good moments in this match as well, the Blues. Like, the fact that both sides scored the 4 tries as well, like, just shows that it was even up until those points of Richie Mo'unga able to get a few threes every once in a while.
So was it 4 tries each?
Yes, I believe so.
Checking's not on point then.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Teddy Black, I think he missed 2 kicks in that one. We have also got Hi Brothers Ryan here as well in the chat next minute. Grubby off a bloke, all Blues fans' heart, says Mike Jones Sr. Yeah, unfortunately, bad decision from Ofa Toangafasi there. That did end up with him getting a yellow card. But quickly, while we are here, I will also run through all the tries that were scored in this match for you guys who are interested. Jack Goodhue, Crusaders, 10 minutes into the game, score the first try. Then from there, next try is for Blake Gibson. It was a pass wide from Caleb Clark. That was very interesting. It was an interesting pass because he was facing backwards, but he did manage to pass it to Blake Gibson there, who did pick up the try in his 50th match for them as well, which was a nice touch.
That was an extremely flat pass. I think I was with the commentators and I was like, that's forward. That's so forward.
Right.
No.
Conveniently, what colour's your headset? Just let the viewers know for a moment.
It's red and black.
Is it a little bit? Yeah, a little bit red and black.
I was going to use my blue headset, but I couldn't find it, so I just had to wear these. Yeah.
I see.
Shame.
It is really. But next try, Cody Taylor.
What color are you rocking?
I'm rocking just the plain black. Impartial. Maybe a little bit of homage to the Chiefs with the win over the Hurricanes yesterday. But Cody Taylor, just on another level again. Now the top try scorer of the competition, sitting on 4. That man can do it all in terms of those scrums. Or also the line-out drive is just impeccable from the Crusaders. They defended a Blues one, and the Blues went back 15 meters. And like that makes it very difficult to be able to get any momentum. But Kirk Eklund showed a little bit later on in the match that you can score against the Crusaders in that rolling maul. I believe his first try was the rolling maul one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of people in the chat as well. So thank you all very much for being here. And then we have got Nick Minute offer, doesn't get another All Blacks team offer, says Johnny Blaze. Give us a quick shred of your guitar. You're a very talented man in that department. Oh, little mini one. Nice one. Although, would it get copyrighted?
Yeah, little that logo there.
Oh, no, I was thinking more if you had your real guitar, would that end up, like, if you played a song, would it end up getting copyrighted?
Just play my own music or something.
Oh, a little bit of a sneak peek. Mike Jones Sr. has said Nick Minute. We see him playing for the Zimbabwe's national wrestling team with Auckland, with that suplex that he did pull off there And then we have also got Westside. Akilani has said, I missed that game. What happened? We had a lot of action, so I will quickly run through the tries. We have got Goodhue in the 10th, Gibson in the 20th, then Cody Taylor in the 31st. Halftime, the score at that stage, I have forgotten. I thought I wrote it down, but I don't think I did. I wrote down how many penalties there were in the first half, and that was 17. And then from there, Auckland in the 48th, Auckland again in the 65th, Richie Moanga in the 69th, Tutu scored in the 72nd. Yellow card to Tuanga Fasi in the 75th. And then Severi scoring in the 77th minute. Mini shredder, says Johnny Plays as well. But yeah, I feel like even depending on what side you were going for, I feel like it was still a good game to watch because both teams had their moments. Like, I think that the people in the stadium in those first kind of 5 to 10 minutes when the Blues were winning scrum penalties, like that would have been firing up the boys because it's one of those ones the Crusaders aren't used to that.
Yeah, I remember it was like 9 penalties to 1 in the first like 10 minutes at one point. I was like, Jesus, boys, get it together.
It was interesting. And then the fact that the Crusaders won that one in the scrum, then Cody Taylor hit the fella and it got reversed. Like, I thought that was going to be the turning point of the game as well. But the Crusaders, going into halftime, in the end, it was 9 Crusaders penalties against them, 8 against the Blues. So it even right back out. But the Crusaders were on their last warning early on in that first half. And they made sure that the discipline did get stepped up from there. And then we have also got Mike Jones Sr. has put Auckland ditched rugby to fight in the UFC. Yeah, that suplex on Severis, it wasn't supposed to happen in the game, but boy, was it clean.
It was impressive.
It was just a perfect suplex. I wonder if Kirk Auckland did do any wrestling while he was in school, perhaps.
Is that the name of the move, Hamish?
Yes, it is a suplex. I believe it's the name, kind of. It's not quite a belly to belly. It's kind of like a side one.
Do you reckon he could get into WWE or the old UFC?
Maybe. It did look pretty sharp from him. Like, good technique. Nice wrap around.
Big boy as well, and he picked him up. Just crazy.
Watch out. Yeah. Next minute, Mara Toje joins the NZ Bamington team and it's part of the... We played Bamington, didn't we? We played a couple of seasons. We were decent.
Oh, yeah. Dream team. We were.
Dream team, indeed. Won a trophy? Did we win a trophy? I won a trophy. Did you win a trophy?
Hey,
it sounded so cocky, didn't it?
Wasn't there a... Was it doubles or something? We won the doubles tournament or something.
I think so. We at least gave it a good shot.
It probably wasn't the biggest tournament, though. But
no, with all 10 people in it. But another walk in the park for Crusaders, says SC Jones. Yeah, they were strong. But the big thing here is they didn't look invincible. Like, if the Blues, if they have Dalton Papali'i back for that next match, I said in my preview, he could have made a big difference for them. Like, I know he's just one man, but the presence that he brings, like, to that 4-pack of the Blues, like, he's just very hyped up. And also, he's 114 kgs, the big man. And he does use every single inch of it. Like, there weren't really many penalties won for not releasing in the breakdown in this match.
No.
In fact, I can probably only think of like 2 if we're lucky, which is rare in a match between the Crusaders and the Blues. And then we have also got Henry Samuel and James Gordon in the chat. Henry has asked, why are you wearing a suit, Isaac?
Because Hamish is.
Yeah, I was looking all official for this one, so we decided, or you decided, why not? And I do appreciate the effort. Looking very suave.
Can I just ask, Hamish, are you wearing shorts on the bottom half of the outfit?
I'm wearing nothing on the bottom half. No, I have got I got trousers on. Just plain trousers. But I am hoping to have the tie. Does this become a regular thing? The bloody tuxedo for the live streams, you know.
It makes it a bit more professional, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
Thank you. I might need one of those.
Blue.
It's black.
How?
This one. Oh. Nice black. It's one of those ones. I might need one of those, the microphones that they hold up there. Might need one of those as well. So I look very professional while I do it.
One here with a big fluffy thing on it.
Oh, yeah. We have also got Odd Suplex. Kieran says, Dills, he does look like a man who would enjoy a suplex. We actually had a video with me, you, and George that involved almost suplexing, but that one is only private because, dynamic duo, says Johnny Blaze. Maybe. And we have also got James Gordon. We got 2 hitmans here, bruv. But me and Johnny Eshays, says James as well. They're interviewing Kirk Eklund right now. What is he saying? Johnny Blaze, do let me know. And we have also got Rayasi might be draftable because he is a New Zealander. Says Henry Samuel as well, Rugby 7 and Rugby Challenge. And then we have also got, I thought you were not joking, said Henry Samuel as well. But yeah, at the moment, like this match between the Crusaders and the Blues, this round in general, great round of rugby to watch. Like Chiefs versus Hurricanes, the comeback in that second half, phenomenal. And then you had not quite a comeback, but the almost comeback of the Blues in this one. Almost. So close.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will bring up some stats as well. That is why the people are here, aren't they? They are waiting to hear all of the stats about this match. Hopefully we have got a few of them here and I can let you guys know. Now, I will say straight away, these aren't official stats. These ones, they could change a little bit in the future. So we are just having the slightly almost finished stats, you could say, as well. We have got, now someone thinks I'm a roadman because I almost killed my cousin, said James Gordon.
Wow.
He did hit him in the face with a rugby ball. That is why. Why isn't the crowd social distancing or wearing masks? This is so offensive, says Johnny Blaze as well. Level 1, baby. We did it. We are back to having full crowds, and it is good to see. I called out in the Chiefs. I got called out in the Chiefs versus Canes game, lol, said Mike Jones Sr. as well. Get a haircut, says Henry Samuel. Blunt but honest. I appreciate that, Henry. So the carries in this one, 40 more for the Blues. Defenders beat them. They beat 3 more. 21 defenders beat them. That was. They have more clean breaks, 6-4. They have more meters carried. They have more offloads and more passes by a lot, but they don't have more points. Tackles, 161 for the Crusaders, 88 for the Blues. Tell you what, I am looking forward to seeing some of these stats for tackles because Tom Christie, in the match that was played in February last year, he had 23. I think someone's trying to beat him in this match, perhaps. And then we have got, missed tackles, though, only 21, which sounds like a little bit, but then you hear the Blues 88 tackles, 18 missed tackles. So it kind of means that they did have a pretty decent showing when it comes to the tackling as well. When did the Hurricanes versus Chiefs? Oh, when you did the Hurricanes versus Chiefs, did you see me and my family on TV? I did not. I think it was because I was kind of glancing between the two, so probably didn't get a chance to. But were you on the TV, Henry? Do let me know. I downloaded a soccer game on my PS4, says James, as well. And we have got Johnny Blaze that said, good rugby played this weekend. Rugby, best game on earth. It is not soccer, as Nigel Owens would say. That's a game for soy boys, said Johnny Blaze as well. Soccer boys just got to put on makeup and beg for their husbands to take them off the field, as well, says Mike Jones Sr. Although that Sever Reese, like when he kind of flailed up the arms, like I thought for a second he was like I saw him kind of get flipped, but then I was like, the ref was having none of it. Paul Williams was like, just get up. And then he was like, oh, maybe I should have a look. And then, full on suplex city from Kirk Eklund.
He was playing into it though, I think. Like he kind of landed and went, oh.
See, the big thing there is if he had landed directly on his head, that almost becomes a red card. So he was very lucky in that regard, Kirk Eklund, to not get sent off the field for that one. Because if he did, who knows what would have happened in that match?
It would have been the fact that he could have landed on his neck, I'd say. He didn't hurt himself, but he really could have.
Because the big thing there as well was the fact that it wasn't a neck roll. Because if it was a neck roll, I believe that's a yellow card straight away. But luckily, he wrapped his arms around him and biffed him rather than grabbing the neck and biffing him, I guess. But
he's a bit more courteous with it,
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he didn't want to hurt him too badly, but just get him out of there.
Yeah.
Mike Jones Sr. has put Reese with a major flop as well. Sever Reese folding his arms is such a trolling move. Yeah, did you see that moment?
Yeah. I was
when
like,
Sever Reese scored. Yeah, of course. Rieko Ioane loves a bit of a pose after he scores tries. And he does get to do it quite often because of how many times he does score them. Yeah, Sever Reese with a little bit of a dig there, sly dig between two players who will more than likely be in the All Blacks backline. So, it's friendly banter, I guess you could say it. Something else, though. What was going on with Rieko Ioane and Caleb Clark early on in that match? Like, did you just spot something? Like, Rieko Ioane just didn't seem to want to pass to him. Like, there were a couple of opportunities. Like, they got very lucky when they scored that try with Blake Gibson. But that should have been an easy try for Caleb Clark on the wing if Rieko Ioane had passed that ball, like, out wide. Like, I'll probably have to watch it again. Maybe I'm over-analysing it, but...
Is he being a bit of a bull hog?
Maybe a bit. Maybe a little bit.
I mean, you think that'd be past that by now.
Yeah. We don't want to call anyone out, but, like, yeah, it's just interesting. Like, in those first couple moments, like, there were a couple times where I was like, that was a chance, but you didn't want to take it. But in the end, they did still score a few tries, the Blues, which is what matters, of course. That would be a good thing if Sever Reese gets injured, said Henry Samuel. I guess only for those teams playing the Crusaders, of course. We don't want too many injuries. We've already had plenty of them in the Super Rugby Aotearoa competition so far. When rugby becomes WWE, tell you what, Henry Samuel, whoever makes a montage video of that for sure is going to have that moment in there. You got to almost. And then we have also got should have carded Auckland. We didn't need that grub suplexing our own players. See Mike Jones Sr. as well. And then we had also got Ricky gets greedy with the ball. He's a glory hunter. That bloke, all about him. As well says Johnny Blaze. Believe the cat is in the ends flipping packs and drilling his ops, said Johnny Blaze as well. The Hurricanes could win, says Henry Samuel as well. Do you want to run through a little bit more of your summary of the match? I'm actually going to let the cat in. He is sitting beside me outside of the window. So I will leave you to this for about a minute.
Jeez, yeah. I don't know. Good game. Ask me some questions in the chat. So yeah, Crusaders won. Blues came second. At least they didn't come last. Oh, that's not how rugby works, actually. But yeah, all credits to the boys. Game of two halves. Oh, it wasn't really a game of two halves. It was like a game of like 5/5, I'd say. Yeah. What do you think, Hamish?
Well, I think everyone just saw that I wasn't tucked in, which was a little bit unfortunate. I look so professional in the top half, and then I just got pants and a non-tucked in suit. Or like shirt. No, it's too big for me. This is the one that I wore for the ball. Yeah, it's about 3 sizes too big now. Like the tux, like jacket still fits, but the shirt is huge.
Stand up to it, Will. Go on. I missed it.
Did you? Everyone else won't now. I have to take my headset off for this one.
That's fine.
See, I'm not tucked in. Very unfortunate. You probably can't see it because of the chair.
No, you're looking good.
Massive shirt, bit long. Gonna have to do something about it. Probably tuck myself in.
The shirt's about 3 sizes bigger than the jacket, it looks like.
Yeah, but tucking it in, it can hide a lot.
Yeah, I guess.
And we have also got Billy the Cat is in ends flipping packs, and I read that one. And we also got Rico reckons he's a crash baller, and then tried turning into Lomu in the centres and forgot how to pass as well. And then we have also got send the cat to Mountie, says James as well. Clark must be pissed and wanted to punch Rico in the face, says Henry Samuel. Yeah, it was just one of those moments that, like, you think he would have passed it, but like the opportunity was there. But of course, he did do some good things in this match as well, Rieko Ioane. So that helps out. Akira should have slapped his bro on the back of the head and tell him to wake up, pull your fingers out your butt, bro. Says Johnny Blaze. Mate, I want to pop that balloon face behind you, says Mike Jones Sr. Let me get Auckland to suplex it. He is a big old fella, Kieran. He's the mascot of the channel now, isn't he, in a way?
I guess so.
And we have also got, I want to use my shanks and shivs on Kieran Reid, says Johnny Blaze. But back to the stats that I was talking about a moment ago. We have got for the stats, player stats here. At a guess for the Blues, who do you think made the most running meters?
Richie Mo'unga.
Sorry, what was that?
Wait, what was that?
for the Blues, who do you think had the most running meters?
I just thought it was in general.
Oh, I mean, you're probably not wrong there, but yeah, for the Blues, who are you thinking?
Nah, I couldn't pick.
We've talked about them quite a bit so far.
They're all equal.
Rico Ioane, 52 meters carried in 12 carries. Now, these numbers aren't official. These could change, but he had 52. Bryce Hem, I keep saying his name wrong. He had 42 as well. The new man on the wing played decently as well. So that was a nice little fill-in for Mark Talia. Get a mascot suit as well, says Henry Samuel. And we have got, I want to get my 4 boys to bash Kieran, says James Gordon as well. Balloonhead is how all Blues fans react to Auckland being a grub as well. Have you heard a band from the 19 called Green Day? I have indeed heard of Green Day. And now we look, and these numbers, I think, are wrong. These are unofficial. Richie Mo'unga, 13 running meters in 2 carries. Wow, is what mine is telling me. He had 2 carries in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, according to this, though, yeah, very, very good. 69 for Leicester Fainganuku and 68 for Will Jordan. So Leicester Fainganuku now,
nice.
He is probably almost past Jonah Nareki for most carried meters. So that is impressive from him. But with the injury of Jonah Nareki, I'm not sure how long he's out for. But depending on how long he misses, maybe he will slowly keep on moving down those rankings, because now Cody Taylor has overtaken him for tries scored as well. I've got a cat underneath me at the moment. Right, tackles. Hello. Tackles. We will go to Bryce Hem made 8. Goodhue made 8. And Tui Pelotu made 9. And also Adrian Choate made 9. That is for the Blues. Unofficial numbers, of course. Bryce Hem with 2 turnovers, 1 as well. And then the tackles, unofficial. Tell you what, Ethan Black at a 17. That man's only just come back from injury. And now all of a sudden, because of the injury of Tom Christie, he's probably back up there for the top tackler.
How does it work if it's like an assisted tackle? Do they both count as the tackler?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
These are the questions, Hamish.
Because 160, whatever it was for this match, is a lot. So maybe both of them get credit for it if you both make the tackle. Because if you miss a tackle, like if you get shunted off, Ethan Blackadder, he missed 4 tackles in this match, though. But 17's impressive. And then tell you what, the centers of the Crusaders here. 15 for Jack Goodhue, 1 turnover, 1. 15 for David Havili, 2 turnovers, 1. Like, that is a center combo that was doing its job. And you got to give them credit for that, because that's one thing. Harry Plummer, he was trying his best to get involved here, but he was just kind of getting shut out of the match as well. Caleb Clark, he only really had a run in the second half. Like, in that first half, the battle of Clark and Reese just didn't quite get to see it, sadly. We have also got RIP Jonah Nareki as well. If your house gets robbed, we all know who did it, says Mike Jones Sr. as well. What is your favorite song by them, says Henry Samuel. That grimace on my face is because my cat's claw is actually stuck in my calf right now, and he isn't letting go. That hurts a bit. Yeah, you're stuck in my leg, aren't you? And he keeps headbutting, and every time he headbutts, that claw goes a little bit deeper. But now, luckily, he has let go. It was painful. I haven't been clawed in the calf before. Don't get it done. We have also got suspect behind you as well, says Mike Jones Sr. Gang tackle, 1 in the front, 1 in the back. Spit roasting, says Johnny Blaze. What is your favourite song by Green Day? I'll let you answer that question, Isaac, while I find some more stats about this matchup.
21 Guns is a banger.
Oh, that is a banger.
You can't go wrong with a bit of American Idiot, though.
Oh, do you remember when someone played that at our school for Talent Quest?
No, it
Do you
was
remember
for
that?
it was for an assessment, Hamish.
Was it?
No,
Was it?
no, it wasn't American Idiot. Someone drummed
Yeah.
for an assessment in our music class, and it was a Green Day song, and it swore in the middle of it, like really, really loud.
In front of quite a few people as well.
Yeah,
Fun
including a
times.
teacher grading his mark,
Yeah. And then we have also got Cat Shank Kieran, said James as well. We have also got basically described 99% of the entire population for American Idiot, says Johnny Blaze. But yeah, the other men who had a lot of tackles in this one, Sam Whitelock 12, Cody Taylor 12, and a turnover 1. Cody Taylor's going to be hard to catch for the leading try scorer because that rolling maul of the Crusaders is just working so well. And like, you can't really, like, teams are struggling to counter it. Like, that is just how well it has gone.
Is there any stats for the rolling maul meters gained or anything?
Not that I have, although I assume there would be somewhere a little bit later on, perhaps. I'm wondering if they've updated the player stats board as well. Yes, they have. Cody Taylor now in first, sitting on 4. Man in second, though. Jonah Nariki and also Kirk Eklund is up there. He has scored 3 tries. The hookers in this match and also in Super Rugby in general, they're making a statement. Like, there are a lot of forward tries being scored, and it is very impressive stuff. And then we have also... And we have also got Boulevard of Broken Dreams, might have been the song, says Henry Samuel as well.
I think it might have been.
And then we have also got Cody Tate is elite, says Johnny Blaze. But I will say once, we haven't said it already, but if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that as well. Do you want to do the plug? I just ruined it. I'll just hide while you do it.
If you're new to the channel,
what is he doing up there?
Subscribe and like and comment.
Yep.
Hamish stuffed it up, so I had to do it.
I did big time. And now Billy wants outside, so I'm going to have to stand up once again. So you're going to have to talk about something. You know what? We'll give you the topic. It's like one of those like little debate meetings. Richie Mo'unga's performance. Go.
I mean, he scored good tries. I think it's like easy to just score tries when you're, number 10. It's just you get the ball lots, you can skip past a few people, you can, run around them. I don't think. I mean, he played well. Oh, Hamish is frozen.
What? Am I? Nah.
Yeah, he played well. Here's a controversial take, Hamish.
Okay.
Playing at number 10 it's easier to get runs because you get the ball so often.
Okay. I like it. Controversy.
So, I mean, he played well.
But
yeah, no, I'll leave it at there before I get massacred.
Although, to be fair, being a Crusader supporter like yourself, I feel like they'd go slightly easier on you. But yeah,
because I'm looking at both sides of the thing.
Spectrum.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Yes.
Spectrum. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Crusaders number 10 Richie Mo'unga, best fly half in the competition right now, hands down. Who is second then?
I don't know.
I think it's almost got to be a Teddy Black, purely because of the fact that, like everyone else, they've kind of had injuries. Bryn Gatlin for the Chiefs, not the best, unfortunately for him. And then Highlanders, Josh Ioane, he hasn't really had that big performance yet that he normally does that really pushes him up there into kind of like All Black selection status. And then for who else we got? The other team, the Hurricanes, Garden Bishop, didn't quite go that well. And then also, although the man who replaced them in the last match, Auburn Ledger, he didn't do too bad, but it is only his first performance as well. We have got a lot of people in the chat as well, and we have actually been missing quite a few messages. South Africa teaching Taylor the ways. Must have been selling Taylor their secret juice, said Mike Jones Sr. That's the thing. The commentator or the interviewer after, it was a strange comment from the person doing
I
it.
didn't see
Because she was like to Cody Taylor, so we're seeing here, what are you taking? Because whatever it is, can we have some? And he kind of was like, oh, I'm not taking anything to start with. Like, it seemed like a weird way of wording the question. Like, yeah, what are you taking? Can we have some?
It sounds like steroids,
Mm.
but I know they're just, messing
Yeah.
around. He should have plugged Powerade, because isn't Powerade
Oh.
like one of the All Blacks sponsors?
Fuel your performance. Sponsor
Hell
us.
Yes.
And then we have also got, if Amur was playing the Hurricanes versus Chiefs, the game might have won. Yeah, Safa Amur, shame about the shoulder injury. Hopefully he will be back for them very soon. I realized I almost just drew on my white shirt with this pen, and that would have been hard to get out. So that was a lucky little sneaky break there. UK have the best rule. USA, no, we do. Australia, hold my kangaroo, says Jones Savage as well. England should do a game day routine where they eat frogs to discuss the other team, said Mike Jones Sr. as well.
The French would be fine with that, though, because they eat frogs.
And then we have also got big, yeah, I think so. I think they do. Like, I feel like people, like, kind of, yeah, it's normal, isn't it? Surely.
It's normal.
It's normal.
Wait.
We have also got big, prime, beefy Safford blokes. Hope they destroy all Northern Hemisphere teams when they play in the Pro 16, says Johnny Blaze as well. And that will be an interesting matchup. Then we have got Henry Samuel. Have you heard one? If their album by Green Day called Dookie. I think that's, have you heard of the album called Dookie maybe by Green Day? And no, I have not. And we have also got Hatapu at Wendy's Notorious Rugby, says Mike Jones Sr. as well. And then we have got took a dookie on my neighbour's front lawn for them to see when they open their front door. When the game is about to start, the only thing in their minds is colonisation as well. We also got the fact that the English discussed all other teams. And then we have also got seen a lot of his vids and UFC vids on that one. And then we have also got French also eat frogs. And mate, he's a lunatic as well, says Johnny Blaze. But yeah, I will go back to the stats for one moment of the overall stats, because we will see that Cody Taylor is sitting in that number 1 position for most tries scored. He is sitting on 4 for this one. And then another stat that we do love, carries at the moment. Leicester Nuku, 11 more carries than any other player. But of course, they have played one more game than the other teams, the Crusaders. So we will be interested to see after round 5 how this table is sitting in terms of who has the most of everything. Clean breaks goes to Brad Weber and Jonah Nariki, both having 7. So that is interesting that Richie Mo'unga actually only has 4 at this stage. But defenders beaten, Etienne Satori and Richie Mo'unga both sitting on 18. So that is an interesting contest there. And then Leicester Nuku on 17. Lineouts won, Sam Whitelock 26 at the top of the chain. Very impressive from him. Meters carried, I was mentioning it. Leicester Nuku now 310 meters carried, followed by Jonah Nariki on 290, Rico Ioane on 234. And ABs versus Italy, 3-game series. Sounds dumb as, says Johnny Blaze as well. Sushi or dumplings, says Henry Samuel. I'm not really a fan of either, to be honest.
Have you tried either?
Yeah, I've tried sushi. We had to eat it at school. It was a weird situation. This is going to become story time, like it's just our normal podcast. But yeah, we had to have it at primary school, and they made everyone had to make sushi in the hall, and all the students had to do it. And then I didn't like seaweed. I wasn't about that life. And then they were I was I don't like seaweed. And then the teacher was like, you've got to eat it. And then, so I ended up, faking eating it. So I pretty much, while she wasn't looking, or whoever it was, it might have been a guy, I pretty much went. So when she turned around, I was.
That's pretty
and
good.
And then
acting.
I got away with it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Looked like I was really eating something.
What was inside it? Was it like fish or chicken?
I think it might. I'm not too sure. Might have been chicken, if I'm not wrong.
See, I
But
wouldn't
yeah.
do fish.
No.
I can't do raw fish.
Hmm.
Okay,
And I would have
dumplings. So you
shanked the
go
tikka,
dumplings?
says James as well. Dumplings, I haven't had too many of, I don't think, in my
They're
time.
pretty good. They're pretty good.
Mm.
They're pretty much
Then
an Asian pie.
Yeah. And Henry Samuel has also put, yay, story time by Hamish. And we have also got Siti Whanau, Siti Whanau, in the chat, has got an emoji that I can't actually see. It is a YouTube emoji.
How'd you get that?
I think it's
How
just
did
in the chat. I think, yeah, are you going to try and do one now? But yeah, so pretty much this match was good to watch. I will quickly run through a couple more of those stats as well, and then we might be getting close. You've just done it as well. I do see, but then we will be getting close to the end of this live stream. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. Do you enjoy when we just sit here? We kind of get distracted easily, but do let us know if you are enjoying these where we just kind of talk about hyper random stuff and we have fun while doing it. Japan should come onto the field with anime girl suits on, says Mike Jones Sr.
Hell yeah.
Interesting. In the top 4 Crusaders for offloads, Severis 9, Sam Whitelock 6. I kind of just moved on from that topic, and then 4 each for Havili and Will Jordan. Yeah. Oh, tell you what, top point scorer. Richie Moanga sitting on 57 at the moment. Damian McKenzie's on 40, though. Damian McKenzie might be able to overtake him in the next round when the Blues actually play the Chiefs. That is going to be one of the matches. The other match is going to be the Highlanders versus the Hurricanes. I'm excited. I get too excited for every Super Rugby Aotearoa game, but they're just good. You know, I just enjoy watching them. Like, you're well and truly probably sick of me talking about them, like, off camera as well, aren't you?
No. But it's just interesting because is there like, would you say there's kind of two divisions? Like after that Crusaders game, I feel like it's kind of Crusaders here, and then the rest are all kind of at this like equal level. Like,
although,
do you think you'd even be able to pick like a game between any of the other Super Rugby Aotearoa teams?
I mean, that's the thing. If Jonah Nariki, if he had his performance 1 week earlier, like when he got his hat trick, maybe. Because like that first week, I'm going to have to pull up all the scores now. Love me some statistics. Quickly, I will say the tackles, though. And that was Sam Cane at the moment leading with 48 tackles. Tom Christie on 42. He would have overtaken him if he was playing this game. Goodhue is sitting on 38. Whitelock is actually above him on 39. And then Blackadder, even though he has played less games, is sitting on 37. So impressive from the Crusaders. It's one of those things. It's good that they're making tackles, but also you realize that like everyone's kind of attacking them kind of thing, but they're able to handle it.
Make that many tackles.
Like round 1, Crusaders, they beat them by 13 points, the Highlanders. So maybe not quite going to be able to get the win there. Second round, they beat the Hurricanes by, I think it's about 17 points. So yeah, they've slowly just built up and up. Then the next week, the Crusaders beat the Chiefs by 22 points. And then this round, they were able to beat the Blues by 16. So it's one of those things. Are they going down again? No, probably not. They'll probably ramp it up at the start of round 6. Do a dance off, says Henry Samuel. I mean, I'm not the best dancer, am I? Although we had Daniel's 21st, I did bust a few moves, didn't I?
I remember that, and it was sick. Oh my! Yeah. I'd never seen Hamish dance before.
No.
And you just had so many up your sleeve. They just kept coming. Where's the
It was like 3 hours straight. Like everyone was just kind of sitting still, and even on the seat, I was like doing a bit of something. But
it wasn't even the same dance move over and over again. It was just like every dance move was a new thing. I was like, what? Crazy.
Crazy scenes indeed. Bocky should share their secret juice formula, says Mike Jones Sr. Rico doubled his tackle count this week, so he made 2, says Johnny Plains. Harsh, but
That is
yeah.
true. It's facts.
We have also got NRL fans hate Super Rugby, says James. See, that's the thing. I don't have any sports I hate. Like, I feel like hate's a very strong word when it comes to sport. Like, I don't know, something about like the competition side of it, as well as the fact that like you kind of like, I feel like I kind of know a little bit of what goes into it, if that makes sense. So it's like, I just enjoy watching most sports.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a sport I hate. Hate's a strong word. Come on, guys.
It is. A lot of people don't like watching golf. Like, I feel like some people say they hate golf, but
golf's cool.
It's all right, you know? There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
How many tackles did Rico make? Best defensive performance I've seen from him, says Lax as well. I will get those stats up. Now, these aren't official, I will mention. Like, these are just kind of quickly brought up. So there could be some that are wrong, I will mention. So just bear with us a little bit there. I am going to quickly be pulling it up. Rieko Ioane, overall decent game. He had the most running meters for the Blues. And he did make, drum roll, please, he made 6 tackles. It has got a Matt. But that one could be updated at some stage. 1 turnover, 1 though. So very well done from him there. We have also got an Aussies can blow on their didgeridoos and the Bocky can light a file on roast some rhino. Okay, Johnny Blaze. And Rico, we have also got Ruru needs to go, says Lax as well. See, that's the thing. Off the bench, Christie didn't do too bad, I felt. But I don't think he had enough time to be able to really get going. Because that's one of those things with the halfbacks. Like, you need a little bit of time. Unless you're someone like an Aaron Smith who kind of, boom, they're right into their groove. Yeah. Like, you need just a few minutes to be able to build into it. Like Luke Campbell, I mean, he dropped the ball twice in the match for the Hurricanes. But then after that, I feel like the nerves kind of went away and he just went on with playing the kind of rugby that he normally does and scored a try. So well done from him as well. And then USA rugby players are fast, says James Gordon as well. But yeah, you and George would get along well, Lax Axel, because in our Blues career mode, he wanted Ruru well and truly out of it because he said he should have been a number 8 because of his size. I've realised my hair at the back looks like a mess.
It looks like a mullet, to be honest.
It does, and I don't know.
Are you rocking the man bun?
Not quite. It's just kind of.
In the head.
It's a little, but I don't have really. It's a little tiny
pony
here. Yeah, a little tiny pony in a way, just because, or else, like on the other live streams, they kind of come over the top. And I feel like that's one thing I never thought I'd have long enough here to be able to tie it up or anything like that. Like, so good. I don't think, is it the mullet?
Yeah. Yeah. What's called a mullet? Because the rest of the head's all long as well.
Tell you what, we are on 8 likes. Can we get to 10 likes? And I might keep on keeping the hair back for these ones. And we have also got holy but chat. Rico is all by himself, show pony greedy individual. So basically the biggest muppet ever, says Johnny Blaze. And also I'm gonna jump on the tramp. See ya, said James as well. Honestly, I hate pro soccer. Amateur soccer is okay, but these pro soccer teams, I hate the stuff. And yeah, they paid very well as well. Like, and it'll be interesting. Imagine if rugby got as big as soccer around the world. Like,
see, there was kind of like a resurgence in the US and Canada a few years ago, I feel, of rugby. I don't know how that's going now.
I think the World Cup 2023, like, hopefully we do get to see some of those sides, because I believe America's 1 and America's 2, I think, qualify, which more than likely could be USA, Canada, maybe.
Oh, so a combined thing.
Or no, as in like they qualify as the separate 2. I think they're allowed 2 for Americas. I could have that wrong. Do let me know, guys. Paid very well to lay on the field crying like 5-year-olds.
As well, isn't it?
Japan, yeah, they will be in it. I believe they're actually in it without
in Japan. The
France.
World Cup, isn't it?
Last World Cup was
I'm thinking
Japan.
of the last one, isn't it?
Yeah. You're going to get up at like early hours of the morning, do live streams with me for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say yeah now, and it's like 3 years' time, so I'll probably forget.
Yeah, you'll forget.
Yeah. And yeah, we've got a whole heap of people in the chat as well. So thank you all very much for being here. I feel like it's kind of a bit of a different live stream than what you would expect for a post-match review. Like we've talked about a few of the stats, but then we also just kind of almost do a podcast about it. We have got Imagine Ronaldo getting suplexed by Auckland. Interesting situation. Someone will probably make that a meme or something and have like the head of on it. Well, maybe put heads that, on certain people.
Yeah, what's that meme? And it was like the wrestling. I think it was a different wrestling move. And it'd be like, oh, he's coming. And he comes up. And
RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Randy Orton. Yeah. We've got 4K Harlem in the chat as well. Has said, yo, my man, welcome to the live stream, mate. Etzebeth versus Brody Retallick in a 1v1 boxing match. Who wins? See, Big Brody, he's got a lot of fight in him, but he has been knocked out in the past, Brody Retallick, on the rugby field. So could the reoccurring concussion...
He's such a big boy, though. He's such a big boy. He's got the reach.
Yeah, but I mean, have you seen Etzebeth? He is pretty solid.
Okay, looking up stats now.
Okay, while you are doing that, I will quickly... Etzebeth is spelled E-Z... Yep, Eben Etzebeth. Yep. Right, while you are doing that, I will quickly read through some stats from the match, including the try scorers, for those who are just tuning in. So the first try of the match, Jack Goodhue did score it. Second try, Blake Gibson for the Blues. Got them right back into that match. Few penalties throughout the first half going against the Crusaders, but then it did even out at half-time. Cody Taylor, off the back of the rolling maul, scores his 4th of this season so far in only 4 matches. So a try a game for the man. Very impressive from him. Then Auckland came onto the field, scored once in the 48th, once in the 65th, took someone to suplex City, which then had a decision reversed, which is when Richie Moanga was able to score the try in the 69th. Then Hoskins Satutu, the fight wasn't out of the Blues. He was able to score it in the 72nd minute. And then from there, Sever Reese was able to score the final try for the Crusaders in the 77th to secure the match, but they don't secure the bonus point for this one. So that is a little bit of a interesting stat because of the fact that if the Blues could have stayed within 7 here, it could have been a great opportunity for them to just close that gap a little bit more. But the whole second half, it was always the Blues would get back into it a little bit, then the penalties would go against them out. Like they get almost within 7, like they get it to 9, then a penalty brings it up to 12, get a try, penalty brings it up to more than a 7-point margin, and they just couldn't quite like get that to the stage that they would have wanted. Penalties conceded, I didn't talk about either. So while you are talking about the stats of those two behemoths, I will get this up.
So in the first corner, we have Eben Etzebeth standing at 2.03 meters, weighing in at 123 kgs. And in the other corner, Brody Retallick, 2.04 meters, 121 kgs.
Oh,
so they're
identical
so
almost.
So Brody is 1 centimeter taller, which I wouldn't have thought. I thought he would have been way taller than Etzebeth. But I guess
the frames of the two men. Etzebeth seems like he's more out. Like bulkier, but he's also
like manky.
So maybe Brody's weight comes from his legs. Possibly.
Yeah, it's not good for boxing though.
No.
I reckon Brody would have the reach though. I reckon he's more lanky and he'd be able to, But still, imagine that. Big boys.
Yeah, very big boys.
And they're both 29.
Oh. Anything on their reach? I feel like rugby players, they don't really measure their reach, do they?
Go reach. I feel like that's a boxing thing.
And we have also got Dane Coles versus Kirk Eklund in the MMA. That's the thing. We don't know what's happening with Dane Coles at the moment. Like, where is he? He was at the Hurricanes, but is he retiring from New Zealand rugby or is he going overseas? That is a big question. Johnny Blaze, fair enough, says 4K Harlem as well. And also, I should mention the penalties in the end. So keeping in mind 9 to the Crusaders, 8 to the Blues at halftime, the end amount of penalties, 12 against the Crusaders, 16 against the Blues. So the big difference there is the Crusaders, they only had 2 penalties against them in that second half, whereas the Blues continue to have their 8. And a few of those penalties, like the one that was reversed from the suplex from Kirk Eklund, unfortunately, that one led to points. So the discipline, I said it in the preview, discipline's going to be important in this one. And unfortunately for them, it may have cost them that match a little bit.
That's crazy, though, that the Crusaders only got 12 penalties overall, because I remember it was like in the first 10 or 15 minutes that the stat came out that they'd already had 9. Maybe
I think it might have been 7. But then
I swear it said 9 to 1 or 0 or something.
Yeah. Because that's the other thing. Like early on in that match as well, I was talking about the fact that this could be, I think this would be the first match that didn't have a yellow card. Was there a yellow card in the match yesterday against the Chiefs and the Hurricanes? I don't think it was. So I was saying that it was almost the first round that we hadn't had a yellow card or anything. But then Tuanga Fasi flying in, Scott Barrett straight in the jaw, lucky not to get a red in that regard because of the direct contact. Or I think they said it was coming up off the, like, not the, not actually direct contact, but very lucky for him. And we have also got still playing league in France, says Johnny Blaze as well. Old man Coles is in a rest home, massaging his skull, learning to keep his cool instead of getting Hulk angry and doing grub maneuvers like Kirk Eklund. See, that's the problem now for Kirk Eklund, isn't it? He is going to be remembered as the guy who didn't, not the guy who scored 2 tries for the Blues and had a good performance in that regard. He's going to be remembered as the guy who gave away that penalty. And it's a shame because he has played so well so far. Like every time he comes on the field, like in the last match, the Blues versus the Highlanders, he came on the field. Within 2 minutes, he had scored the try off the back of the rolling maul. And in this one, it was about 8 minutes after he came on, I think, that he was able to get his first try. So, yeah. Yeah. Crusaders were more clinical when opportunities were given. Blues were gifted so many early but never capitalized. I blame useless Ruru as well, says Lex as well. But yeah, that's a big thing. The fact that the Crusaders were able to turn it around from having so many penalties against them, like at that stage, they were still getting points on the board. Like that early try of Goodhue in the 10th minute, that did help. And then from there, they weren't worried about kicking for the corner all the time, which I feel like was a strategic move because I will check something. Love stats. We will be right here. In the end, the penalties, what are we looking for? We're looking for penalty goals. The Crusaders got 15 points from penalties, whereas the Blues only got 3. And then when you think about the difference in the stats between the sides, that would mean that the Blues would be within 1 point if they weren't getting those penalty goals for the Crusaders. So, close match in terms of the stats. The Blues had the better of it on the stats, but unfortunately, Crusaders are the Crusaders. They were able to. See, that's the thing, though. People will look at that and go, oh, Crusaders won easy. Too easy for them. They've already got the championship. But it's like, but the Blues at times, they put up a fight. That's the thing. Like,
that's just going to be a bit
worked hard. Yeah, that will be an experience for them. Because in a way, we've got to remember, these two sides haven't played since mid last year. Like, it's been probably about few months. Round 5 of Super Rugby Aotearoa 2020. Or round 4, round 5. I think it was round 5. Round 5, I think, was the last time these two teams played. Like, that is the longest layoff. They played a game of 2 halves or game of 3 halves, like for 40 minutes, but that was preseason. So that's always a little bit different compared to an actual game format, because the game for round 9 last year actually got cancelled between those two sides. So that was a bit of a shame that they weren't able to clash, because that's one of those matchups Everyone loves it. Millie is in the chat, has said hi as well.
Yeah.
Kirk Eklund was too busy staring at thirsty Kirsty's body in her tight-fitting number. OMG, that's so sexist. I'm so offended, said Johnny Plays as well. And then we have also got Crusaders will beat a few international teams, says Paulie B. And yeah, I think they've got a decent chance of that as well. We have also got Mac Delay has said go Crusaders. Big win for them. And now with that, I'm going to do some maths. Tell you what, the stats and maths. I've never liked stats and mathematics so much till this Super Rugby Aotearoa competition. Crusaders at the moment. Oh, yeah, you would know, wouldn't you?
I'm going to pose a question to you while you're working out the maths, Hamish.
Go on.
It says here about Crusaders versus international teams. But what do you think about when Super Rugby New Zealand and Australia, how do you think the New Zealand side's actually going to compare against the Australian sides?
Oh, right.
I mean, it's
straight off the bat.
You haven't seen them verse in so long.
Reds and Brumbies, biggest threats.
Yeah.
Straight away. Like, because the Reds, they've got a New Zealand coach, and he has, George loves to say that he has kind of like rubbed off that New Zealand style rugby for the Reds. And that's one of those styles that, with the right players, I mean, their backline of the Reds, like you got the Gunu out on the wing, trying to think of the players off the top of my head. And Hunter Paisami, is he playing for them, or Jordan Pataya? One of those two, I think, is in the midfield as well. Like, they've got a strong backline and good forward pack, and I feel like that's kind of like what would make them match up quite well against the New Zealand sides. Like, and in that first round of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, when we get it, Brumbies versus Crusaders is one of the first matches.
Really?
So that's going to be an almighty battle between those two sides.
But then I'd say that the caliber of New Zealand sides is all like kind of right up there. But do you think like the Reds and the Brumbies are probably the only ones that could put up a decent fight?
It's a hard one. I haven't watched as much chat about. Oh, we all disappeared for a moment, but we are back now. Apparently,
are we?
I think so. Maybe I'm not sure what happened there. Connection just went terrible.
Know if it was you or me or what.
But we are back now, I believe. But yeah, like ever since getting that copyright strike, I haven't actually watched as many of the games as I probably would have if I was able to do the watch along live streams. But Western Force versus Chiefs is going to be an interesting one because I think that is also in the first round because that's kind of like the Western Force. They've got some good players in there, including one man, Richard Kahui. Do you remember him? Yeah, you do? He was ex-Chiefs, I believe, so he would be playing his old side if he is playing for them. So a lot of fun matchups.
A few tricks.
He would. And then using a calculator is not doing maths, says Johnny Blaze. No, I got it all on my paper there, up there. Wrote it all out. No calculators involved.
Are you doing it in your head?
Yeah.
Crusaders.
Boy. Thank you. Crusaders sitting on 18 points at the moment. Blues sitting on 10. Highlanders sitting on 5. Chiefs sitting on 1. Sorry, Chiefs sitting on 4. Hurricanes sitting on 1. Both play for them. That's the red centre combo. Said Johnny Blaze as well. Oh, yeah. So that is a good combo of Patai and Paisami. So that would be interesting. That one would almost be just like, oh, yeah, very good matchup. Why are you both wearing suits? We got George in the chat. Welcome to the live stream, George. We are wearing suits. I lost a light goal forfeit, and then Isaac decided he would wear one as well. Where are you at the moment, George? Do you want to hop in on this?
Yeah, what you done, George?
Of the three of us. And then also, we should mention the Crusaders have played an extra game, though. So if the Blues win the match against the Chiefs, they will still only be around that kind of 4 points behind, roughly. That's a big number. What is it? 6,500. And I feel like you guys don't want to watch me do maths. You guys want to hear about the rugby. But we're both kind of full on.
It's very, very important.
It is. Tell you what.
I know what it is.
Oh, do you? Did you do it
Yep.
on paper or
In
did
my
you
head.
just calculate it?
No,
In your
in
head?
my head.
Okay, go for it.
It's 448,391,064.
Nice. I'm at home eating butter chicken, says George. That's a good way to have it. We have actually reached the hour of this live stream as well. So we do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. I think we are pretty much at the end, aren't we? We will quickly run through one more time who the try scorers were for the Crusaders. Jack Goodhue, Cody Taylor. Also, it was Richie Moinga and Sever Reese. Then for the Blues, it was Blake Gibson, Kirk Eklund, because he scored 2 of them, and then also Hoskins Satutu in the 72nd minute. And then I'm eating KFC, says James as well. What's one idiot times one showboater minus Richie Moinga magic? The Blues demise versus Crusaders, says Johnny Blaze as well. I'm eating my dog's dog roll. I'm poor, says Johnny Blaze. Well, stop donating to the channel then, Johnny, because that will be costing you a few dollars. You donated on the last live stream for the match between, or the one that happened just before between the Blues and the Crusaders. We do appreciate it a lot. Like, you guys are very supportive of the channel, and it is just awesome. Isaac has got a few laughing emojis as well, says George as well. But yeah, nonetheless, yellow card to Tuanga Fasi in the 75th as well, which didn't help out the Blues. Also a reverse penalty off Kirk Eklund. But in this match, Cody Taylor moves to the top try scorer position. Our favourite little news reporters, says George as well. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we get you in on this as well, George. Have 3 of the Kiwi lads all talking about the rugby. And
we could have. I could go to a Crusaders game, and you could go. Now we go to live on the field. Isaac Williams, and I go, "Hi, Hamish. Welcome to live on the field with Isaac." And then I'll do some commentary.
That would be kind of cool. How many? What do we need to do to make that happen?
I'd need a lot of data. Firstly,
okay. So
I
everyone,
one day pack of data.
One day, that will be $10 for your 1 day data, I believe, is it? Right.
Yeah.
That's the plan then, boys. We're gonna need $10 now.
But would the live stream get taken down because I'd technically be live streaming the game from the game?
Oh, so you'd have to do it outside of the stadium, perhaps.
Oh, so
I'd be like, I've just walked out.
I could come in for the halftime thing, and like I can.
Would they allow that?
Cheerleaders and all that. Hey,
would they allow that? That's a interesting one. We might have to ask the question about that, because that would be actually pretty cool to do. And the next home game for the Crusaders, when is it? I will get my book out. We'll have a cheeky wee geese. Next home game
through the chat.
You think? Fundraising chat. Get Isaac to the game so that we can do a little post-match interview as well as maybe halftime. So the next home game after that match, maybe Crusaders versus Highlanders. Crusaders versus Highlanders, round 7. Let's make it happen.
So what I could do, we could contact Super Rugby Aotearoa, and I could try and get a media pass somehow.
Oh, jeez.
Because I mean,
imagine if you got to interview one of the players afterwards.
Can
we do it at Forsyth against the Highlanders? Said George. Yeah. Although the game between the Crusaders and the Highlanders is at Orange Theory Stadium for that one. That'll be awesome, bro, says Johnny Blaze as well. How does one join, says George Meyer as well. Tell you what, that would be kind of, it'd be cool. It'd be kind of cool to do. Cool. I feel like I'm thinking about it now, and I feel like I won't be able to stop thinking about it. And interview drunken fans, maybe not, because they might say some pretty bad stuff depending on the result. Definitely if the Highlanders were to win, imagine that. You would get some bad words thrown your way. Go to the Saders game and burn the opposite team's jersey on fire outside of the gates, says Johnny Blaze. We might see Isaac on TV. That would be kind. Would you wear a suit to that game if we did get you to that game?
Oh, would I do it for the meme? I don't know. The thing is, it would be so loud. Like I'd probably need to. I guess I could bring headphones and have a little mic here and try and talk into it. But like, I don't know how the audio quality would be. And these are the things you got to think about.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking about it. All right. How much is a game? Like, how much does it cost to go to a game at Orange Theory Stadium?
I think it's only like $50 or something.
50. Jeez. We're going to have to do some more fundraising, boy.
Yeah.
We might see Isaac on TV, see James Gordon as well. And do it, bros. This could be big. Do it before 2 Cents Rugby takes your guys' idea, said Johnny Blaze as well. But I guess the thing with 2 Cents Rugby is he can't do his live stream at his house and also be at the game because there's only one of him. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And also maybe in the future we will have Isaac at one of the games because I think, is that their only home game in the next round? It almost is. No, the last game. Oh, tell you what, we need to do it twice. Crusaders versus Highlanders, and then the last round, Crusaders versus Blues. And, Super Rugby Aotearoa final might be a home final for the Crusaders. Book it in. We'll wait and see.
Wait. I'll find out how much tickets are first.
We will threaten Sky Sport and push them out. Yeah, we will need help from probably the audience to be able to make this happen so that we are going to be able to do it.
Okay,
because you've got
Crusaders website.
Because you got the ticket, you got the what's that? Oh no, that's not a good face. And get George to run it straight at Justin Marshall and give him a mighty boomfa. George would like that as well. What are you looking at? How much is it?
So for a student in the West Stand, I'm guessing that's kind of like the
party area.
Yeah, it's only $10.
Do you want to wear a nice suit in the zoo area though?
No, this is an expensive suit. Or if it's like a normal stand, it can be $15, $35. A premium platinum seat is $65. That's actually not that bad.
I'm just thinking of you at the game. Like, you push it over to you. You'll be like, so something's happening around here. It's almost a try. And then you'll get beer thrown on you. And then you just abuse the guy behind you. You're like, you. Yeah. Don't know, maybe. I'm all excited now. Even if you... I'm trying to think how we could do it if it was like... Because you wouldn't be able to show live footage is the big thing. Unless we somehow get permission. Because I know people... Because people film their reaction to games at actual games. But as long as they don't show the game...
Because I'd keep it on my face, I guess.
So, might have to ask the question. Would be kind of fun. That is for sure. But yeah, we have gone up to an hour 7. We're pretty much at this stage. We're just chatting with a few of the chat. It's kind of become just a chilled out live stream kind of thing. We're just kind of chatting how we normally would, but it's on camera.
So Hamish, I found the website.
Okay.
The Rugby New Zealand to get certified as media.
Okay.
You do need to fill it out before 16th of February, so we're a bit late. But maybe
a little bit.
Next year, keep it in mind, because it's just your details, the organisation you work for, which is Kiwi Lads.
Kiwi Lads Media, almost. Kiwi Lads Media organisation. Yeah.
Role. So I could be a photographer, a journalist, I guess. Or commentator, journalist, rights holder. No, I'm not a rights holder. And then which stadiums you want to have access to. And that's it.
Although probably that'd be like if your organisation isn't very big, maybe you don't get the ability
to probably get the Kiwi Lads registered as a business before then.
Oh, jeez. Hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to need all of the help we can get if we do want to make that happen. We have also got and pull heaps of zoo chicks and bring them home, stack them on top of each other and slay them all. Not sure how your girlfriend would feel about that.
That's probably not the best.
Geez, you guys are still going, says Henry. I played rugby early today and we won. Yes, yeah. And let me and Johnny be Isaac's guards at the game, says James Gordon as well. Yeah, get some bodyguards going on. And then we have also got, we will show up in our mullets and dark shades and fold arms, Rico Ioane style, and look staunch as. You're looking for sunglasses, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't have them.
This is a shame. But anyway,
It is.
1 hour 10 into this live stream, I think we are probably finished. We will probably just keep on chatting after this goes offline, possibly. If you want.
Possibly.
You know? If you...
Possibly. Yeah.
Well, you three, says Asia as well. Yeah, we have been going for a long time. But, you know, it's been fun. We've talked about all kinds of stuff. We're thinking about trying to get a pass. What are you showing here? This is getting a bit R18. No, it's not. He is just showing off the shorts. See, that's what I was going to do, but I decided pants because it's kind of cold. Look at those thighs.
Thunder thighs.
Thunder thighs. Show us your old man's Reno work, said Johnny Blaze. I mean, I would if the camera was a little bit longer. Can you two play Xbox tonight, says George. We might have a bit of time for George on the Xbox, won't we? Well,
How is your dad's Reno going?
it's going good.
Is he almost done?
Nah, still a lot to do. But like overall, bedrooms, I think 2 of the bedrooms are done. Still a little bit of electrical work, but like the batting or pink bats and everything are still, all pretty much done. But
Your dad's not doing the electrical work himself, is he?
no, we got another fella.
Got some bloke in.
Yeah, some blokey. We have also got, you two are still going, says Asia. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I thought this was going to be like a half an hour thing. It's turned into another podcast, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's fun. We have we'll be shanking people if they try and beat Isaac up, says James as well.
What's up with him and wanting to shank people? I feel like every other comment is about shanking. It's scary.
We have also got party at the bottom, business up top, says Johnny Blaze. 50 likes, people, says Asia. I don't think this one will get to 50 likes. I think we are sitting on 12 at the moment. But the actual live stream did get to, I think it was around 80, which is incredibly impressive. We do thank you all very much for that. But nonetheless, I think that's going to be the end of this post-match review. Nonetheless, love it long.
Love it.
Love it long.
Love it long time.
But thank you all very much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Next week's games, Highlanders versus the Hurricanes, and also it is going to be the Chiefs versus the Blues. 2 exciting matchups. Woo. And we will have to wait and see how those ones are going to progress. But 80 likes, woohoo, says Johnny Blaze as well. We did get there on the main one, I believe. So that is pretty awesome. But nonetheless, sorry, I said it again. I say nonetheless way too much. But anyway, that is going to be the end of...
We've got to think of some new transitions for you to move on to the next
do.
statement.
But anyway, maybe a little bit of that.
Yeah. In other news...
Furthermore...
right. Here's something else I need to say.
Okay, should I do the intro? Love it long, Hamish. Really, says Johnny Blaze. Nonetheless, right, here's something else I'd like to say. Thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this post-match live stream, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to show the support so that we can try and make this happen with Isaac being able to go to a game one day. But yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in, and we will see you all for the next one. Lovely. I should click the end button. And we have got Johnny here said, hi, you guys are funny fellas. Thank you very much, Johnny. Do appreciate you being here. See you all later.